welcome to another episode of Gaming Mayhem. Today is the Orc Horde review, part 4. This is going to be the heavy support choices. So, for whatever reason, the Orc heavy slot is insanely overpopulated. I don't know why they did that, but it is packed. So there's a lot of models in here I'm going to show you, and I'll kind of explain what they do. I'm going to take one and show, and then the rest I'll get the camera for. Okay, so here is my looted wagon. I'm bringing him up because I really like this guy, and I did a lot of messing around with him. So the concept here is this was an inquisitorial rhino. If you can't see, that is an inquisitor door there. It's got the Inquisition symbols on here. It was then, of course, looted by Glorious Chaos. And you can see the little hooks, the spiky bits, because Chaos, they like to put spikes. They can't control themselves. And then it was stolen by orcs. So I had an idea to do this, and I thought it'd be fun. I got flamers on here now. These are all magnetized, so I can switch which ones it has, and it's got its big cannon up there. Because if you're gonna take the looted wagon, you might as well take the cannon. I use the old Death Roller for the Death Roller because I put them on any vehicle I can. It's the greatest concept of all time. If you remember the old Blood Bowl too, they had that one. It was that one unit you could take that had the Death Rollers too. I always remember that picture with I forgot, it was one of the supplement books, and they were being grinded up by this thing. Absolutely killer. So you can see, this is completely absurd and totally ridiculous, and that's why I love it. Lots of spiky bits, got my little grots up here to man it. I really like this. I really like that one. First, of course, we've got battle wagons. You can see here with the various battle wagons, I'll show you some more. What I purposely did was I made all of them different. None of them are configured exactly the same. All the turrets are interchangeable between them too, so I can do some different things. I do have some grot bomb launchers here. I got 3 of them. There's this guy. He's not on his thing. I got a magnet in there somewhere. But the grot bombs launchers, cool. It's kind of a cool little unit that it's only one shot, and honestly the grot bombs aren't that powerful, but it's fun, and I absolutely adore that model, so that's why I got those guys. Down here we've got a Squigoth. The Squigoth, very, very fun, very effective little heavy support troop transport. Holds 20 dudes. Very, very effective in doing his job. I got a Mega Dread and a custom Mega Dread. I have alternate arms for them all here. You can see, so I can change what configuration they are. Again, both those guys, they're expensive, but they are tough dudes. You just have to hope nobody gets that explode results on you. This is a Cromlech I use him as a Death Dread. You can see he's got a traitorous Imperial scum there being clawed. Then Death Dread. All the Death Dreads have magnetized arms to rotate between them. Another Death Dread, which is back turn. Turn around, buddy. Don't be scared. And then lastly, Super Death Dread, because he's painted. And hilarious enough, every time we play, if I have him on the board, everybody attacks him because he's painted and they assume he's special. New units. We have the Gorkanaut and Morkanauts. I always get these confused. I believe I have 3 Gorkanauts and 1 Morkanaut. I like that formation where you can take the 3 Gorkanauts that get all angrier each turn and come smashing at you. You could see I switch their arms up and switch their configurations up, make them a little bit different. And once I paint them, they'll definitely have some good variations. You can see the guy back there. He's got his and there, little got his force field. Then we have 2 more battle wagons. That one there that's the one with the super cannon, and that's I believe a 85 point upgrade from Imperial Armor 5. You could take that. Sometimes I'll throw it on 1 just for fun to have a have a battle wagon with an uber cannon on it. All right, down here we've got our Ludas. So I got a ton of Ludas there. Honestly, Ludas, I take them just because I think they're neat, and I like to rotate what I take. Honestly, I don't particularly think they're all that useful in the new codex, because the gun just... There's other guns that are just as good. So it's kind of disappointing as far as that goes. We have the amazing Flash Gits. Yes. I love the Flash Gits. Simply the absurdity of their guns is absolutely brilliant. I can't get enough of those guys. So I've got enough to take I'll take three maxed out units of them just for entertainment value. Throw them in some battle wagons or whatever and send them up there. Down here, another battle wagon, and this is the lift-a-dropper battle wagon. Well, whatever, yeah, lift-a-dropper wagon. Don't look at that's in the super heavy, the other guy over there. Since that one's jury-rigged, it's not so great. You have to roll a 6 to hit for it to do anything. It's nothing like the Titan arm. You only hit on a 5 or 6 anyway. So basically, you plop that down for the whole game, and you got a 1 in 6 chance. So hopefully, in one turn in an entire game, you'll blow up somebody's vehicle. All right, over here, we've got the big tracks. Got 3 big tracks with an assortment of different guns. I got the flat guns and, of course, the super cannons. You'll see all of my guns, all the big guns, are interchangeable between every model, so I can kind of configure them however I want. Big tracks are cool. I like the fact you get the you can take some mobile heavy artillery. It gives you a little bit different choices in what you can do with it, and that makes it a nice variant on your orc artillery armies. Okay, up here, of course, the heavy support choice, mech guns. You can see I have a lot of these. What I did, so these are all the new kits, the plastic ones here. They're all these are all come off. They're all interchangeable with different the chassis and the guns. I've got more guns somewhere here. Somewhere on these shelves, there's all the other guns. But let's take different configurations. As you can see, I've got it set up here. I've got I believe this is a smasher gun. That's not a tractor gun. That's a forgot the name of that one. But anyway, this is the bubble chucker, which is a fun. The bubble chucker to me is the most fun. Not usually that effective, but it's very fun. So for the zap guns and the cannons and the labas, I actually used the Forge Roll models because I thought they looked cooler, and I didn't want to, again, the kit for these is really fantastic for the new ones, but it's way overpriced to make one mech gun. I managed to get some bits to be able to make some extra chassis, so I could, extra these things. Because you only get enough one of the barrels in there, so I managed to get some extra bits to make some barrels, so I got like at least 5 extra ones so I can kind of rotate which guns I use. But this is a super effective part of the orc army. Aha, and here's my thing. So like this. You can see you can just plop these in and out. These are the tractor ones. I like these guys. If you go against flyers, these things are freaking nasty, actually. They're really effective. But, and I got tons of orc grots here. Take these and maybe throw in a void shield generator. You got a pretty nasty output. I mean, you really do. So you can actually make a decent orc shooting army by taking advantage of these with the grots. I also have, like I've shown in the other one, I have trucks, and I can use these as gun trucks if I want to take a unit. You can take them a unit of 5 of them, and throw either heavy flamers, some cannons, or whatever on them. They're kind of fun. The durability is highly suspect, so it's a gamble if it's useful or not. And here's another battle wagon. I have so many battle wagons because I like that you can take that formation with 5 battle wagons, which is pretty darn effective, actually. So, yeah, I enjoy those. So, there you have the heavy sport slots. You can see there's a lot of choices there, and most of them are pretty cool. It's kind of the only one I'm really disappointed with is our Ludas. I just can't find a real good place for them. I like the models, so of course I have them and I still use them, but they do seem a bit on the gimpy side as far as actual usability. Everything else I found to be effective enough that I can keep reusing it. For the Grot thing, I have a full list that's just a Grot army, like 3,000 points, which is our standard 40k game. And I use a proxy for the HQ, my little Grot dude that's on the 40 mil base, so he's technically an orc war boss, but we'll call him a Grot war boss, and then just fill out everything else with Grots. All your heavy is populated by mech guns, manned by Grots, and then you got your Grot mega tanks, well, the Grot mega tank, and then the Grot mini tanks. So I think it'll be a fun army to play. We keep debating on when we're going to try to do it because it's going to require extra setup time just due to the number of models and extra play time because it's going to take forever to move them every single turn. So it'll be fun to do. I'm going to do one more video on the orcs. That'll be all the super heavy choices. So tune in for the next video here at Gaming Mayhem.